Hey, what's up guys, I'm Rahul, and today for you I've got 5 tips for the support kit. This is the final kit I'm going to be doing the 5 tips for, as it is the final kit. The next 5 tips episode is probably going to be about vehicles, but anyway, let's get straight on to these tips. The first being about the ammo. Now, the speciality in the support kit is the fact that you can replenish your teammates and your own ammo by placing down ammo boxes or ammo packs. Now, it works similarly with the medic boxes and the medic packs, whereby when you throw down an ammo box, it basically replenishes everyone's ammo in the vicinity, but an ammo pack only replenishes one person's ammo, but it can stick to them and replenish it as they run away. So it depends on your situation, but they're both a really vital thing in the battlefield to use, and you should definitely use it if you are playing the support kit. Now, my next tip is about suppressive fire. Now, the LMGs which you do get for the support kit are really great at suppressing enemies. So if you're just firing at an enemy and you're not getting hits on them, but the rounds are going right past them, you're going to be suppressing them, and their screen will go a little bit blurry, their aim will go a little bit off, and they won't be able to shoot properly. So it will mean that your teammates can go off and take them down. You will get like assist points for this, so if you're not getting many kills but you are playing the support kit well, you're going to be gaining a lot of XP. Now, my third tip is about like close quarter combat. Now, the weapons you do unlock through the support kit, which are kind of like the carbines and the DMRs, is the shotguns. And the shotguns are really great for close quarter combat, as they can take out enemies in at most 2 shells, sometimes 1, but at most there'll be 2. Now, shotguns are really great because they're just like so versatile. You can run around with them and just take out enemies really quickly. You're going to be beating loads of enemies in gunfights, because they'll be having to hold down the trigger, try and get accurate shots on you, but you can just hip fire with your shotgun and take them out. Now, I would recommend using the pump action shotguns, as they do a little bit more damage than the semi-automatic one, but it's really down to personal preference, as all the shotguns work really well. The fourth tip I've got for you is breaking cover. Now, the 2 gadgets which you do get for the support kit, which are really great to break in cover, are the mortar and the XM25. Now, the mortar is a really great thing if you want to like break the cover from like enemies which are on buildings and stuff, especially if you're playing like Siege of Shanghai on domination. That top building where like loads of enemies go and they can just like dominate the whole battlefield, it's really great if you've got a mortar to take them out. Now, how the mortar works is you place it down, then you can run away, and then you got a little remote which you look into, and you can just see where your mortar is going to be, where the mortar shells are going to be landing. So you can aim that and just fire it away, and you'll just be taking out all the enemies on buildings and stuff, especially as you won't normally get a line of sight onto them, and even if you do with an LMG, because of all the recoil and stuff, it's going to be quite hard to take them out. So with the mortar, you're going to be like destroying the enemy, and especially if you're behind cover and you want to just take out like a certain area to push forward, mortars are really great like that. Now, the XM25 Airburst is a really new kind of grenade launcher to the Battlefield franchise, whereby it can explode before it's even had impact to like an object. So how it works is you aim at a piece of cover that enemies could be hiding behind, such as a wall, and then you aim a little bit above that wall and then fire off the grenade launcher. It'll go 3 meters or so past the wall and explode, and this will kill all the enemies behind that wall that are like using it as cover, and it's really great like that. I do love using the XM25. However, it's not that great against vehicles, as it doesn't do much to any damage on vehicles. So I don't know, sometimes I do like to use it against them, but then I realize, oh, it's not really doing anything, so it's not that great. But definitely against infantry, it's really great. So my final tip for you guys is defense. Now, the support kit has some gadgets on the kit which are really great at defense. These are the Claymore, the MP APS, and the C4. Now, how the Claymore works is you can be like going to a little position where you want to like put down your bipod and take out enemies at a distance, but a Claymore you can just place behind you, so it means that any enemies coming up will like be destroyed instantly, because that will just vaporize them. Now, the Claymore works a little bit different to how it did in Battlefield 3 and also most other first-person shooters. So rather than having little lasers that like fly out of it, and if enemy runs past it, it'll explode, it fires out 2 to 3 little kind of string things which will attach to the walls. So this means that if you do place it down in like a field of nowhere, then the strings won't actually come out, as there'll be nowhere for them to attach to. Now when an enemy does run over these strings, through these strings, basically the claymore will explode. So this means that it works that by like, it's kind of like a trip mine where you have a little string on the like just above the ground. If an enemy like runs over it and it snaps, then like something will happen, it'll explode. And just make sure that your strings are in the right position. If not, replace the claymore, because sometimes you can place it down and run off and the strings won't be in the right position and enemies can just run past it without anything happening. Now the C4 is really great for blowing up vehicles and blowing holes through walls. You probably understand what the C4 is. I talked a little bit about it in my recon tips and tricks, so I'm not really going to talk about it in this episode. Now finally, the MP APS. Now this is a really cool new piece of gadgetry we are getting to Battlefield 4. I don't know how to explain it, but you just place it down, there's a little green area, and then when you're in that green area, you're basically safe from tank shells, rockets, grenades, all the like flying objects which explode. And this thing just fires out something, I don't know what, but it just explodes they're like the enemy rockets in midair. So you're basically going to be safe from all kind of enemy fire when you're in this little zone. And it's really great say you're playing Conquest, you want to capture a flag, but the enemy tanks are just overpowering. You can just put it down, capture the flag with no worry, because the tanks won't be able to deal damage to you. Now I think it only works like twice or 3 times, but if you've got a few of them from like teammates and stuff, you're going to be really effective on the battlefield. So anyway guys, these have been my 5 tips for the support kit. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed them. Like I said, the next episode will probably be on vehicles, maybe the attack chopper. Also I'm starting my new series, the breakdown of the battlefield, probably starting with the grenades, then going on to the pick-upable weapons. But like I said, I've been Rahul. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, as it helps me out. Comments I don't really mind that much, as Google Plus, like it's kind of hard to comment, but if you can, that would be much appreciated. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Said that a lot, but anyway, I guess I'll catch you on the battlefield.